What's up everybody, this is DeanoGTO, and today we are looking at the T28, the Tier 8 American non-turret tank destroyer, part of the T95 line or T123 line, whichever one suits you better for the name of the line. And it's a pretty interesting vehicle. For a long time it had a completely unhistorical model. It had a lower plate and an upper front plate for no apparent reason. Its 254mm of armor was nowhere except behind the mallet, which was like the most worthless place it could possibly be, and it was overall just not a good machine in the slightest. Like, there was no reason to play this thing prior to the HD model, which, as you can see, completely removed the stupid lower front plate, upper front plate thing, and made it look more like a T85, which is what the thing was supposed to be a prototype of. So, yeah, a couple of differences between this thing and the T95. It doesn't get a 155mm gun. It's a little bit faster than the T95. It doesn't have the side skirt of the T95, and honestly, like, I'm trying to think like what I actually want to say about this thing so far. I've played about 20 or 30 games in this thing, and I think it's probably one of my favorite Tier 8 tank destroyers so far. It's such a bizarre feeling because I went into this thing 100% expecting to despise it, but this vehicle, like, it's T95 style vehicle now. It can do the job of a T95, and that is going to be very clear in this game. Watch this. Just wait you see what this tank is capable of in this game. Also, I will admit some good RNG in this game, like that shot there, shooting the team or Aluva's Cupola is not the easiest task, but you'll see what I mean by this being like a T85-esque vehicle through the course of this match. So I'm on 386 damage at this point. IS-6B is in front of me, and I am pretty much just going to go full T85 and just push forward the entire game. Now I'm just going to kill off this low because I don't want him behind me whenever I'm moving forward, so it makes sense to kill him off. So just going to take a couple shots to kill this guy off. There's a Mausian in the back, or not Mausian, Breaker in the background. Not really too worried about him. He has a 440 alpha, 220 alpha, or 220 pen gun, but he is no threat to me. He is absolutely no threat to me, and it's so bizarre to be able to say that about another tier 8. To just be like, yeah, you're no threat to me whatsoever unless you get around me, but you're too slow to do that. And yeah, taking advantage of the weak points of the Breaker. Voice just like kind of cracked there. That was weird. Yeah, the Breaker is no threat whatsoever. It's just so easy to kill one of these things in a T28. It's just like, yeah. Sorry mate, you paid your money for that tank, but it was not hard to kill in the slightest. If you had side script, maybe. But nah, that was easy. And now we're just going to move forward into these other two tier 8s, and by the way, this is a full tier 8 game. Everything I'm facing is an equal tiered vehicle, so it has theoretically a pretty good chance of killing me. Now, PvP, I'm going to focus down first because he is the easiest target to damage consistently, and I'm just firing on the move, so I just want to hit the easiest target to penetrate. T28 prototype is to the right of him, not really too worried about him. I'm just ignoring him completely. The T50 is clearly using the 194 pen gun due to the 240 alpha he's doing. And T28 prototype is now all alone because I have now removed the PvP from the game, and T28 prototype is all alone versus me. And you can imagine how well that's going to go for him considering the rampage I've had so far. I'm on 4200 damage. Looking for a shot on that borsig. Couldn't find one. Enemy T28 fires a shot into me. I'm going to actually stop and aim here and manage to clip his roof armor, which meant I was able to penetrate easily. He like flattens out his angle a bit so that he's a bit more powerful angle wise, or armor wise, and yep, doesn't help him very much. I'm on 4,970 damage done, 4,520 damage blocked by armor, and I didn't take a single hit point of damage. This thing is one of the most fun tier 8s I have played in a long time, because it's not like the Type 5 or Type 4. If you get around this thing, it's dead. It's very easy to kill once you get to the side. However, you need to have the sense to get to the side, which is asking a bit much of a lot of the player base of World of Tanks. So yeah, this thing, bit of a monster. I've been do say so myself, and I have like this is what I wanted the tortoise to be. This is what I wanted to be able to do in the tortoise. Like this thing, I honestly like went in with like no expectations whatsoever. I expected it to still be meh, and I had looked at the armor model prior to actually playing it, thinking like, oh god, this is going to have like some major weaknesses that'll be easily exploitable. Then I played it. I was like, oh my god, no one knows the weaknesses. I'll probably show you to them. Like, I'll probably show you the weaknesses here in a minute. But this thing is devastating. Like this thing in Tier 9 games can still do shit like this. I have got one-on-one with like 3 Tier 8s like on my own and and almost won before. The only reason I didn't win was because one of the more mobile ones, had the sense to go around me and pump shots into the back of me the entire time. And I was able to kill 2 of them, and I couldn't turn around to kill the last guy because he had lowered my health enough to the point where he could just kill me in one shot by the time I killed the last the guy that was actually in front of my gun. So yeah, this tank, oh god, it's been a joy to play. It's been such a joy to play. I love this thing. So yeah, let's go on to the post game stats, and after that, I think I'll do like an armor viewer thing, like showing you like what the weaknesses of this tank are. Okay, so we are back with the post-game stats. So this game was my first ace tanker in this tank, steel wall, high caliber, and I think that's cool headed. And you may be noticing the massive amount of crats and massive amount of XP here. So this is a little bit inflated because the Christmas bonuses currently going on. I think mine's 48% now. So yeah, a little bit inflated in that regard, but still pretty monstrous XP and crats there. So I should just mention here that I mentioned this game was like 4,970 damage. This this was actually like I think my third or fourth over 4k damage game in this tank, and one of them was only a second class, so I had a feeling this thing was going to be nearly impossible to use because of that, but I'm glad I finally got it. So yeah, let's go on to the team scores. So top of the team with ease, 1,460 base XP before any modifiers, 4,970 damage, 3 kills. And second in my team was actually the Oho, and actually third in damage was the STRVS1. So those guys actually had pretty solid games, and XP wise, third highest was the Lova. Now, when it comes to the enemy team really didn't do particularly well in that game, if I'm honest. Like, the Ferdinand had the highest damage by far, but this T28, who I think is the guy who died very near the start of this game, came top of the team. I don't know how or why, but okay. Let's go on to detailed report. So 14 shots fired, 14 direct hits, 14 penetrations, 4,970 damage. As I mentioned earlier, 13 hits received. It says 13 penetrations, but I think that just means 13 tracking shots or something like that. 4,520 damage back by armor, so that triples the health pool of the tank. And 1,021 damage by my assistance, and I travel 1.37 kilometers in the T28, which is pretty hilarious. Now, when it comes to the bonuses and stuff, so 70,000 credits, nears makes no difference, prior to any kind of like modifiers, well, excluding premium account, and 33,500 additional credits from the Christmas bonus. So those Christmas bonuses make a huge difference. 14k deduction from the ammo cost, which brought me down to 88k. Now, when it comes to the XP, you can see that with no premium account, I would have had about 2,161 XP, but with the premium account and the Christmas bonus and stuff, 3,241. So, yeah, do not underestimate those Christmas bonuses. They are monstrous. They are monsters. They have a huge impact on your XP and credits. So, I mentioned I was going to do like an armor thing on T28. I think I'm actually going to make that a separate video because I think this video is going to run a little long anyway. And something I actually forgot to mention in the previous previous video I featured, the one with Scorpion G. That took 3.5 hours to upload in that quality and stuff because I am at home for Christmas. So I am going to have to make them two separate videos and potentially have them across 2 different days. So unfortunately, I have to reduce the lengthen this one a little bit in order to make it a little bit realistic and make it a little bit more realistic upload time wise. So yeah, hopefully you guys can understand that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Let me know if you guys have played the T28. What did you guys think of it? Did you play it? Did you play it prior to or after the changes to HD, or the buffs and stuff in terms of mobility? And yeah, let me know what you thought of it, and let me know what you think of it now. And did this video make you kind of want to go and get one? So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.